Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me again, Chimecha, here with another video. Before we start today's video, before we do anything, why don't you go subscribe? If you're not subscribed, what are you even doing? Boo, what is you doing? So make sure you go subscribe to my channel and make sure you share this video to everyone you know and even people you don't know. Share it to people you like and people you don't like just because. So for today's video, I will be talking about intermittent fasting. So I lost about 20 pounds over the span of 3 months doing intermittent fasting. I'm just like, wow, this is like almost like a stress-free way of shredding some pounds, and I thought it would be a great idea to share it with you guys. Just share the things I learned, the things I wish I knew, the things I could have done differently, and all of that good stuff with you. So first of all, a little bit of background. I knew I was traveling in August and I really needed to do something about my tummy because I knew I was going to be wearing a lot of bikini. Usually people look at me and they think, oh, you don't look fat, like why would you want to lose weight and stuff. But the thing is, for me, my weight doesn't go to like my arms or like my legs. It just goes to my back and my tummy. And so people just, and especially sometimes I like to wear like big clothes, right? So they're just looking down like, yeah, you don't need to lose weight. Okay. And so 3 months ahead of time, I'm like, okay, what can I do that will bring about a little bit of weight loss without me actually trying to lose weight? And so after checking through YouTube, I saw a lot of people talking about intermittent fasting. I already heard a lot of things about it, but I'm like, okay, cool, let's do it. And so I did a little bit of research and I did the intermittent fasting for about 3 months. During the 3 months, my goal was to lose about 1 pound to 2 pounds. So the goal was actually 2 pounds, but that didn't quite work out. I lost about a pound and a half here and there, either 1 pound or 2 pounds. So it just averaged out to about a pound and a half every week. And so during the span of 3 months, so 12 weeks, during the span of 3 months, I was able to lose 20 pounds. I'm just like, wow, this is definitely a stress-free way of losing some weight. And so that's what I'm going to be sharing with you guys today. Oh, I something I should say was, for my intermittent fasting, I didn't just like go into it. I kind of eased myself into it, like having a late breakfast here and there. So like maybe usually if I have my breakfast at 8, I stay having my breakfast at like 9 and then 10 or something. So I didn't just like go into it, because if you're not used to fasting, if you're not used to being without food, it might be a bit difficult to be without food for like a long period of time. So my intermittent fasting was, I fasted for 18 hours and I only ate for 6 hours. So I ate between 3 and 9 p.m. so 6 hours of eating. And I found that was what worked better for me. I know some people do 20 hours of fasting and 4 hours of fasting. Don't think I would be able to do that. So I'm going to show you my before and after picture. So this is what I looked before the intermittent fasting, and this is what I looked after the intermittent fast. Before, I weighed about 141, 142 when I started the intermittent fasting, and after the 12 weeks period, I weighed about 122. So in actuality, I actually lost about 19-ish pounds, but I'm just going to say 20. It's easier to say 20 than 19. So yeah, that's something I was really happy it worked out that way. I am just going to share with you 5 tips on what helped me during my intermittent fasting. My number 1 tip that I think everyone should know, and it's very important when it comes to intermittent fasting, is do not binge when you're breaking your fast. Because you might think, oh, I've been without food for like this amount of time, I want to go eat something, I want to get like cupcake, pizza or something, and that's okay, but it shouldn't be something you do all the time, because it just defeats the purpose of the intermittent fasting, which is for weight loss, right? So make sure you don't binge. Whatever you're going to eat a little bit at a time. Something else I did, which is also my second tip, which was really nice and helpful for me, was that I ate really frequently. And so I was never really hungry and actually ended up eating 5 times really. I ate at 3 o'clock, I ate at 4:30, I ate at 6 o'clock, I ate at 7:30, I ate at 9 o'clock, so making it 5 times. So I basically ate after every hour and a half, and so I didn't really eat too much at once, and so I was never really hungry. And my third tip is plan what you're going to eat, because if you just come off a fast and you're like super hungry, you're gonna grab the first thing you see and you're gonna eat it. First thing you see is pizza, you're gonna eat that pizza. The first thing you see is a salad, you're gonna eat that salad. So make sure you're planning what you want to eat ahead of time. That's why I'm such a big fan of meal prep. Like, maybe not meal prep to the exact thing, but then have an idea of like what you might eat or what you might not eat is really, really important. My fourth tip would be for you to be on a caloric deficient meal plan. So basically the main thing I was doing was intermittent fasting, but then I also tried to eat healthier options here and there, because I felt like if I'm going to lose weight anyway, I might as well try and like be a bit healthy, so maybe if I usually ate 4 slices of bread, which I do unfortunately, I started cutting it down to 2, and then I added a fruit to that. And so making all these small changes here and there, it actually goes a long way. So you don't have to worry about eating only salad for like 3 months or whatever. You can keep eating what you eat, but just start making small changes here and there. So that's my fourth point. My fifth point and my final one is to actually to count your macros. I'm not really a big advocate for counting your calories, because I feel like that can almost make you develop a bad relationship with food. But I think it's really important you know how much macros you're actually consuming. Like, I didn't know I wasn't consuming enough protein until I started counting my macros, because I'm thinking if I eat like 2 pieces of chicken here and there every time I eat a meal, I'm probably eating enough protein. But then when you actually start counting your macros, you're like, oh shoot, I'm eating way more sugar and way more carbs than actual protein. And so just count your calories, not forever,
well, obviously
just for a period of time, so you have an idea of what you're eating and what changes you can make to and make your diet better. I advise anyone trying to lose weight, make sure you get on this intermittent fasting. You don't have to do like too much, just little changes here and there. You can actually see a lot of difference. So I am someone that really loves like the trails and like nature and stuff, and so once in a while I took walks. So I think that was the only exercise per se that I really did. Once in a while when I'm laying on my bed and I see a video pop up of Chloe, Tina, Pamela, one of these big fitness YouTubers, I do it once in a while, but then I didn't have like a consistent workout kind of thing. It was just eat a bit healthier and just do the intermittent fasting and go on walks once in a while. I think I went on walks almost every day, to be truthful, because I just enjoy nature. It just clears your mind, you know what I mean? Well guys, I think that is everything I have when it comes to intermittent fasting. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments. If you want to do intermittent fasting, you have questions, make sure you reach out to me in the comments and ask me questions. I'll be so happy to answer your questions. I'm not an expert at this, I just know what I did and it worked for me. With that being said, it worked for me. I don't know if it's going to work for you, because everyone's body is different. You might lose less than I did, or you might lose more weight than I did. It just depends on your body and your metabolism, on like the things you eat and your physical activity level. So make sure you're taking all of these factors into consideration before you like set out to go do intermittent fasting. Well, thank you so much for coming to my channel again. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you. Oh wait, if you like this type of content, make sure you let me know, and I can do things more like fitness related, because something I'm really passionate about is food. I love eating, but I also want to have a healthy relationship with food. I don't think people have to count every single calorie, but at the same time I think people need to be cautious of what they eat. So I like food. I think I have a semi-healthy relationship with food, because I think it can get better, but we will see. Thank you so much. I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Hello, my name is Chi Mei.